Welcome back to AHS Sports. Today we're highlighting the Algona girls wrestling season, specifically the state tournament. We're going to start this segment with state champion Reagan Haynes. Reagan, what were your goals this season and did you meet them?
I'd say just going into every match, just knowing to try my best and not trying to have too much confidence going into anything.
Everybody asks what you can and can't eat in a season. Can you kind of run through what your diet looks like?
Well, I moved up a weight class this year, so I didn't have to cut as much. So I always just tried to keep a healthy diet, things that were gonna fuel me better than just eating a bunch of anything.
Talk a little bit about your finals match and what was going through your mind.
I was really nervous for it at first, but then I watched all my friends do it, and it just made me even more excited to just do it myself. And I wanted to make all the crowd proud, obviously.
Do you have a game plan going into your matches, or do you just try to wing it?
Usually I just wing it unless it's someone that I've obviously wrestled a bunch and you know what they're gonna do. So usually we just talk to our coaches about how to beat them this time.
What did you think of all the glitz and glam of the finals?
It definitely made it a lot more exciting and just hyped me up more.
Talk a little bit about the team and their incredible end of their season.
It was really exciting to just not just myself, to have myself be that good, do that well, but everyone else. It just made it so much more fun.
What is the dynamic of your team? Are you guys a close-knit group?
I feel like we're all tight, and when we go to hotels with each other, it just makes it so much better. And then we all just get along so well and want each other to do good.
Why do you think that the team was so successful this year?
I'd say go back to the last question where we're just all tight. So we want each other to do good, so it just makes each other that much more, I don't know.
As good as this year was, all of the state qualifiers are coming back. Do you think that you're going to come back stronger next year?
Yeah, definitely, because we lost a couple, but we have so much more coming up.
Thank you, Reagan, for coming in to talk about your state tournament. Joining me now is freshman Ruby Ruff, who just won a state championship with an undefeated record in Iowa. Ruby, you've been wrestling for quite some time. How long exactly have you been wrestling?
About 9 years, I'd say. I started when I was 8, third grade, and then I missed last season, but other than that, it's been 9 seasons, I think.
Can you talk us through some of your biggest achievements?
When I was growing up, I wrestled AAU a lot, and I won all of them, which was 11.
What were your goals this season, and did you meet them?
Yeah, the goal was to be a state champ, and I definitely met them.
Can you tell us a little bit about your diet during this season?
Not very healthy up until about regionals, but pretty much fig bars and rice cakes.
Can you talk a little bit about your finals match and what was going through your mind beforehand?
There wasn't much going through my head. The best thing to do is not think about it before you go out, so.
So what was the excitement of the finals like for you?
It was amazing being there and the stadium being, sold out.
Why did you think that the team was so successful this year?
I think we had a good practice room. The atmosphere and the intensity was up a lot of the time rather than lazy and half effort.
Do you wrestle in the off season?
Yeah, kinda. I go to AAU and stuff, which takes you to Florida, and then I'm just now old enough for the freestyle stuff.
What are your future goals?
I'm not sure yet. If I'm good enough, I might go wrestle in college, but I'm not sure.
Thank you for coming in and talking about your season with us, Ruby.
Of course.
Joining me now is sophomore Reagan Jensen, and she's going to tell us a little bit about her state tournament. Reagan, what did you think of this season overall?
I thought it went way better than what I think it was going to be like. I've been working all year long, and I thought that I was going to get eighth at least because that was the preseason rankings, and it was definitely a big surprise.
What were your goals this season, and did you meet them?
My goal was to get top 4 and only lose less than 5 times, so I definitely met that goal.
I know you had to cut a little bit of weight, so what did you eat after you were done with weigh-ins and done with wrestling the last day?
After weigh-ins, I went a little crazy. I had 8 pieces of pizza, And then I had a burger and I have ice cream every night, so it's really good.
Talk to me a little bit about your semifinal match and what was going through your head.
Honestly, I just thought like I gotta get the job done. I was battling through some sickness and I really didn't feel good, and it was a gritty win. Like it wasn't a great win, but I just was like gotta go get the job done.
Do you have a game plan before your matches, or do you just try to wing it?
I always go in with a game plan, just getting my mind right, always thinking like how can I get the angles, how can I get to my shots, especially since I'm usually the aggressor in the match.
What did you feel about the extraness of the finals with all the smoke and the lights?
It's definitely the coolest thing that I've ever done in my life. I mean, I was sitting in the hallway waiting to go out, and I kept on thinking like this is like Gladiator before they like let out all the gladiators. So
Tell me a little bit about your team and their incredible finish to the season.
honestly, I'm so proud of those girls. We all work so hard all season, and we all get along, and it's like they're like my second family, and we all like support each other in every single aspect of life. So
Given that all of the state qualifiers are returning next year, do you think you're going to be a stronger team next year and maybe come for another state title?
definitely, like we got duels next year, and people better watch out because we're definitely going to be a big threat. And if all the girls keep on working hard, I think we'll definitely do well.
Thank you, Reagan, for coming in and talking about your season.
Thank you.
Now joining me is Sienna Fair, who placed 8th at the state tournament. Sienna, what were your goals for the state tournament, and did you meet them?
To get better than how I was seeded and to at least win a match, and yeah, I did.
Can you talk a little bit about what you can and can't eat during the season?
This season, I was lucky enough to not have to cut weight, so I could eat anything.
Okay, what do you eat after weigh-ins?
I like to have Red Bull and gummy snakes.
Do you have a game plan going into your matches, or do you just wing it?
I mostly just wing it, but I like to shove them right off the bat to kind of get them scared.
Talk a little bit about your team and their incredible finish to the season.
The team is really good because we all get along and friends, so we're good practice partners, so it's fun to all finish in second.
You did better than you were supposed to, seed-wise, so how do you feel about that?
I feel good. You just got to go into every match not overestimating or underestimating anyone.
As good as this year was, all of the state qualifiers are returning. Do you think you'll come back stronger next year or maybe win a state title?
Yeah, maybe. I think we'll all come back stronger.
Thank you, Sienna, for joining me. Joining me now, state qualifier Laura Storr. Laura, I know you were out with an injury in the first part of the season. Can you tell us a little bit how you felt coming back in?
There was definitely a lot of pressure to kind of go back in as soon as possible, but I felt pretty confident going in because I felt a lot better and I definitely took my time getting better. So going back in was it was exciting and I was ready to start my season.
What were your goals for this season and did you meet them?
My first goal was to be able to just get back on the mat at all, which obviously I did. So that was good. And my second goal was to place a state, which I did not meet, but.
Can you tell us a little bit about your diet and what it looks like during the season? What you can and can't eat?
My diet? I kind of just eat a lot of like just not junk food, and obviously I have to eat a little bit less, like just kind of watch what I eat, but it's more in a just not unhealthy way, just eating a lot of good foods, whole foods, proteins, that kind of stuff.
Can you kind of talk me through what you were thinking during your matches at state?
Like all of them? Yeah, so for all of my matches, what I was thinking was just kind of trying to stay calm. Some of them got a little bit, I got a little bit, I don't know how to say it. I'm not scared, but just kind of like nervous, a little stressed out, I just kept trying to stay calm and was just thinking like, trying to keep pressure off myself was a big thing because obviously it was a very like high, tense matches that meant a lot. So just kind of trying to not think about that was important.
Do you like plan when you're going into your matches, or do you just wing it?
I know you're like kind of supposed to, but it honestly just scares me. So sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It just kind of depends.
Talk a little bit about your team and their incredible end to their season.
Yeah, I mean, I love everyone on our team so much. They're all awesome. I'm definitely really happy. Like our last, regional meet as a whole team, we did super good. Like we won it, which was really exciting, and I think that everyone definitely deserved that. And then even like our state qualifiers, like how we all got to get like the runner-up, like that was really cool, and just kind of shows like how awesome we are as a team, I guess.
I know all of the state qualifiers this year are returning. Do you think that you'll come back stronger next year?
Like as a team, you mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. I think we will. Obviously, we're losing like, how many seniors? One. Oh, only one. But yeah, that's obviously not great. But most of everyone else is coming back, like in all of the qualifiers. So we'll definitely be pretty strong next year.
Thank you, Laura, for coming in and talking about your season.
Thank you. Good.
Joining me now is Mara Davis. She was the state runner-up at 100 pounds. What were your goals this year, and do you think you met them?
Well, at the beginning of the season, I was ranked third. So that was mainly my goal for just the rest of the season because I knew I was capable after placing last year to place at least top 3.
What did your diet look like throughout the year and throughout the season?
I had to cut a little bit of weight, so I couldn't eat too much. So it consisted mainly of like rice cakes, rotisserie chicken. I ate a lot of chicken, salmon. Other than that, not much.
Obviously, your place improved this year, going from 5th to 2nd. What do you think contributed to that?
Definitely just my confidence. Going into the state tournament, last year I didn't really know what was going on because it was my first time. And now that I had a year under my belt and kind of knew what to expect, I definitely think that helped my confidence.
What do you think the season was like dealing with an injury that you sustained before the season started?
It was definitely hard. It gave me an excuse that like a lot of people use injury as an excuse, but I tried my best to try to avoid making excuses based on my hip because it was my choice to get surgery after the season, and I wanted to wrestle through my injury. So I just had to keep reminding myself that that was my choice and that it was going to be worth it in the end.
Do you think you'll be able to bounce back next year from your surgery?
Yeah, I do hope to be 100% by the time the season comes around next year. I get to run cross country, so I think it'll help me get back into shape before the season.
Why do you think the team was so successful this year?
It definitely has a lot to do with our coaches. They pushed us really hard, and our practices are really hard. And our teammates just all together, we are really supportive of each other, and we're always wishing the best for each other. So I think that definitely helps all of us as well.
What did you think of being in the finals and like the finals themselves?
It was super exciting. It's like I've never had an experience like that before. Never made it to finals, so it just is like an amazing environment.
And then what would you say your future goals are after the season?
I hope to place again next year, and I'm not sure if I want to wrestle in college quite yet, but that would be a goal.
Well, thank you, Mara, for coming in and talking about the season with me.
Thanks for having me.